Whangarei Girls High School is a place of cultural, academic and athletic excellence. Our students achieve high levels of success in all areas. Our NCA results top the national average. Our sports teams thrive, whether it be at Saturday games or national tournaments. Our kapa haka, Pacifica, dance, drama and musical groups frequently win titles at prestigious competitions. Not a day goes by where a student at Whangarei Girls High School doesn't make the school proud. But there's an unspoken issue at Girls High, one that affects students regardless of their successes. Self-esteem. The confidence in one's own worth or abilities. In a survey filled out by over 200 students, 80% reported that they believed low self-esteem at Whangarei Girls High School was a huge problem, but only 35% felt comfortable talking about it.
I am Alex McGregor.
I am Kaya Davies.
I'm Tura Chanyao.
I'm Jasmine Fisher-Johnson.
I'm Fran.
Hi, I'm Sinead Hallberg and I'm a student at Whangarei Girls High School.
Do you have problems with your self-esteem?
Yes.
No, not really.
I've definitely struggled with self-esteem.
Yes.
Not really.
I've always been kind of upset about body image, and back in year 10 and year 11 I had an eating disorder, so it really affected me because I would always feel really bad about myself and guilty, and it affected my schoolwork as well because I wouldn't eat at school, so everything was, I was very upset during class and I couldn't focus, and yeah, so, but I think recently I've started to become better with my self-esteem.
Do you think a lot of students struggle with self-esteem?
Definitely.
Honestly, I think that they do. It's one of those things that a lot of people struggle with, and it's kind of evident in the way that we talk and we relate with other people, just in the way we refer to ourselves.
100%, especially at our school.
I think so. I think a lot of people are self-conscious at our school, but they don't necessarily like to say that they are or talk about it, but you can just tell.
Why do you think students don't seek help? Do you think counselling is stigmatized?
Yes, very much so. People are scared to seek help. And they don't know where. It's not very obvious at our school.
Well, I know that for myself, my mum would tell me that I should go and see a counsellor at school, but I just felt that was just too much, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to be seen as weird or like there was something wrong with me or that I didn't like myself, and so I think, yeah, it would be better if it was more approachable.
Do you know how to book a session with the school counsellor?
No.
No, I don't.
No. Yeah, it's not really talked about, I feel.
So hi, my name's Megan Blundell and I'm one of the school counsellors at Whangarei Girls High School, and I'm situated in Te Puna Ora.
What resources are available to students struggling with low self-esteem?
So counselling would be a good resource to access to have a conversation around it, and also we also have cards and websites and things like that where they can access information around well-being and things like that, because self-esteem's very much connected to well-being also.
How can students book a session with the school counsellor?
Okay, so if a student feels like they'd like some support around anything, they're welcome to come down to student support and place their name with Sedina.
How can seeking help for self-esteem problems be destigmatised?
I think just normalising it, that having an understanding that as long as we're human, we have our insecurities. So the awareness first and foremost, and then in terms of destigmatised too, I think if you have friends that you trust, it's about having those conversations.
How can we help each other with our self-esteem?
I think just to remind people that, they are beautiful and that they have to tell themselves that. They have to actually physically look in the mirror and say great things about themselves.
By being a strong support network and always offering someone to talk to.
I think just general confidence boosting within our friend groups.
Understanding that we live in a world of people with different shapes, different sizes, different strengths, abilities, and yeah, just acknowledging that every day.
What are some practices that can help students raise their own self-esteem and the self-esteem of others?
Okay, so in terms of somebody's self-esteem, I think often when we have low self-esteem, we tell ourselves things like, what's wrong with me? If we were to turn that what's wrong with me into what matters to me and realise that the things that matter to us are not in our lives, it's a much more positive way to turn things around. So if we enjoy sport or theatre or whatever it is that makes us feel good about ourselves and those things aren't happening in our lives, it's a really good kind of cue to say, I need to get those things that matter to me back into my life. And it could be something as simple as connection to other people as well.
How do you think that working together as a school collective to improve student self-esteem will reflect in our school's motto of empowering tomorrow's women?
Well, that's what it is, really. I would, absolutely it would, because the world that you girls are going out into is different from the world that we went out into, and so the world that you're going out into, I think it's more critical than ever that you do have that confidence, that you do have that self-belief, that you do have that can-do attitude, and you have that belief that you can do whatever you want to do. So I would hugely welcome any initiative at all that was going to make the girls have better self-esteem, because it will absolutely feed into that motto of empowering tomorrow's woman, and that is so important for your futures.